Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that could completely transform your financial future, regardless of where you're starting from. We're exploring 5 powerful financial rules that successful people from all walks of life consistently follow. The best part? Anyone can implement these principles starting today. Before we dive into these game-changing rules, let's understand the financial landscape many of us are navigating. The statistics paint a concerning picture. The average American carries over $90,000 in debt, and nearly 60% couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing. But these are just numbers. The real impact is in everyday life. Many people struggle with overspending and accumulating debt. Those buy now, pay later offers and credit card minimums create a false sense of affordability that can spiral quickly. Operating without a financial plan, without clear direction, money seems to disappear with little to show for it. Emotional spending, using shopping as therapy for stress, boredom, or celebration creates unhealthy financial habits. Living without a safety net, when unexpected expenses hit, there's no buffer, creating a cycle of financial stress. These challenges aren't unique to any income level. People earning 6 figures can face the same problems as those earning much less. The good news? The solution doesn't depend on how much you make. It depends on the financial rules you follow. Let's explore these 5 financial rules that can transform anyone's money situation, regardless of your starting point. The first rule successful people follow is paying themselves first. This means automatically directing a portion of every paycheck to savings and investments before spending on anything else. This principle works whether you can set aside $20 or $2,000 per paycheck. The amount matters less than the consistency and automaticity. Here's how anyone can implement this. Start with just 5% of your income if you're new to saving. Set up automatic transfers on payday. Technology does the discipline for you. Gradually increase your savings rate as your financial situation improves. A restaurant server in Chicago followed this principle by saving just $25 from each shift. Within 2 years, she had built an emergency fund of $10,000, something she never thought possible on her income. As self-made millionaire David Bach says, "Don't save what's left after spending, spend what's left after saving." The power of this rule is that it works for everyone, regardless of income. Rule 2 is avoiding high-interest debt like it's a financial pandemic. This rule is especially powerful for those who feel trapped in a debt cycle. Anyone can apply this principle using these strategies. Focus on your highest interest debt first, typically credit cards. Make minimum payments on everything else while directing extra money to your highest rate debt. Once the highest rate debt is gone, move to the next highest. This is called the debt avalanche method. Consider balance transfers to lower interest options if possible. A teacher in Dallas used this method to eliminate $35,000 in credit card debt over 3 years, despite a modest salary. The key was prioritization and consistency. Remember what billionaire Mark Cuban says? Credit cards are the worst investment you can make. Regardless of how much debt you have, a systematic approach can help you eliminate it. The third rule is investing consistently. Wealthy people make their money work for them, and you can too, even with small amounts. Here's how anyone can become an investor. Start with whatever you can, even $10 weekly through apps that allow fractional investing. Focus on low-cost index funds that provide instant diversification. Increase your investments gradually as your income and comfort level grow. Prioritize tax-advantaged accounts like 401ks, especially with employer matches and IRAs. A delivery driver in Atlanta started investing just $40 per week 5 years ago. Today, her investment portfolio has grown to over $15,000 and continues to compound. As Warren Buffett says, the most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. Consistent investing over time is more powerful than trying to time the market or make sophisticated investments. Rule 4 is building multiple income streams. The average millionaire has 7 income sources. They never rely on just one paycheck. This might sound intimidating, but anyone can begin building additional income. Start with a side hustle based on skills you already have. Consider passive income through royalties, affiliate marketing, or rental income. Capitalize on hobbies that could generate revenue. Build gradually. Aim for your first additional income stream before expanding. A receptionist in Phoenix used her organizational skills to start a virtual assistant side business on weekends. Within a year, her side income matched her day job, giving her financial options she never had before. Multiple income streams aren't just for entrepreneurs. They're a form of financial insurance anyone can build. The fifth rule is meticulously tracking expenses. Successful people know exactly where their money goes, regardless of how much they have. This practice is completely income independent. Use free budgeting apps to categorize spending. Review finances weekly to identify patterns and opportunities. Give every dollar a purpose before the month begins. Adjust as needed, but maintain awareness of where your money is going. A warehouse worker in Michigan tracked every expense for 6 months and discovered he was spending over $2,000 annually on convenience store purchases. Redirecting that money to investments completely changed his financial trajectory. As Chris Rock once said in an interview, "I still keep a detailed budget and know where every dollar goes, even with millions in the bank." That's how you keep millions in the bank. Let's look at how real people from all walks of life have transformed their finances using these principles. Maria, a nurse's aide, started saving just 3% of her modest income 3 years ago. By gradually increasing to 12% and eliminating credit card debt, she now has $15,000 in savings and investments despite never earning more than $35,000 annually. James, a rideshare driver, created 3 income streams by driving, delivering food, and selling handcrafted items online. His diversified approach provided stability, even when one income source temporarily decreased. Sarah Blakely, before Spanx made her a billionaire, she was selling fax machines and living on a tight budget. She paid herself first for years, avoided debt, and tracked every expense while building her business from scratch. David, a school janitor, followed these 5 rules consistently for 30 years on a modest salary. He recently retired with over $1 million in investments, shocking everyone who assumed wealth building required a high income. These stories share a common thread: consistent application of fundamental principles regardless of starting point or income level. The rules work if you work them. Now let's talk about how you can implement these rules in the next 30 days, regardless of your current financial situation. Week 1. Assessment and automation. Calculate your income and essential expenses. Set up automatic transfers for savings. Start with just 1% if necessary. Download a free expense tracking app. Week 2. Debt strategy. List all debts with interest rates and minimum payments. Create a debt reduction plan focusing on highest interest first. Find one expense to reduce and redirect that money to debt. Week 3. Investment research. Research low-cost index funds or robo-advisors. Open an investment account if you don't have one. Make your first investment, even if it's just $10. Week 4. Income expansion. List your skills, interests, and resources. Research one potential additional income stream. Take one concrete step toward creating that income. This 30-day plan can be scaled to any financial situation. The key is taking consistent action, however small. To recap, these 5 financial rules can transform anyone's money situation. Pay yourself first. Automatically save and invest. Eliminate high-interest debt systematically. Invest consistently, even small amounts. Build multiple income streams gradually. Track every dollar intentionally. What makes these rules powerful is their universality. They work whether you make $30,000 or $300,000 a year. They work whether you're just starting out or trying to recover from financial setbacks. The question isn't whether these principles work, because they demonstrably do. The question is, will you apply them consistently? In the comments below, share which rule you're going to implement first. Remember, financial freedom isn't reserved for a special few. It's available to anyone willing to follow these proven rules. For a more detailed guide on how to implement these rules, check out the next video. 5 proven strategies to master budgeting and achieve financial freedom in 2025. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.